Hello and good afternoon. My name is John Agate and I'm here today representing the Genovian Pear Company. You can find my company's information as well as my contact information on the first page of the handout which I have given to you. The Genovian pear is the primary export of the country of Genovia and is considered to be an ultra-premium fruit. If you'll now join me in turning to page 2 of your handout, we will look at a taste test which was conducted by Chef Bobby Flay. The Genovian pear received perfect scores in the categories of appearance, texture, and use for cooking, as well as extremely high scores in sweetness, tartness, and also in its juiciness category. The Genovian pear ended up receiving a final score of 95 out of 100. It was compared to similar fruits such as the Camas, the Red Anjou, the French Butter, and the Bartlett pears. You can find their scores at the bottom of the page. Now, if you'll join me in turning to page 3 of our handout, you can see a taste test which was conducted by our company in the summer of 2010. Our pear was compared to the Camas, the Red Anjou, the French Butter, and the Bartlett. Our pear, the Genovian pear, received 340 references out of 500, giving it a market share of 68% compared to the other 4 pears, which together only accounted for 32% of the customer's preferences. You can see that our pear had far more customers preferring it. Now, if you'll join me in turning to page 4 of the handout, you can see a market study which we conducted in 2011 over the period of 3 months. At this Whole Foods, the Camas, the Red Anjou, the French Butter, and the Bartlett, as well as the Genovian pear, were all sold. During this time, the store was stocked with 25,000 of each of the pears, and you can see how many pears out of the 25,000 were sold. The Genovian pear was the only pear which sold every single unit in this period, and the French Butter was sold the second most amount of pears with 12,000. So you can see that the Genovian pear was more than doubled every other pear's sales. Now on page 5 of the handout, you can see some testimonials from some of the people who've enjoyed our pear. I would now like to open up the floor to any questions. Alright, the question is, why should we buy your pear when it costs 20% more than every other pear on the market today? Our pear is considered to be an ultra-premium pear, is far better tasting, far better looking, and far preferred by customers to any other pear. You can more than make up this 20% price cost by choosing to sell our pear over any other. Yes, the question is, how does our company handle our shipping? Our shipping is handled by FedEx. It's a large national company. There should never be any delays in shipping due to our shipping partners. Alright, the question is, how can you compete with other pears in terms of volume? Can you meet our needs for our pears so that we don't run out of stock? Yes, we produce enough pears that there should never be a time when you are selling pears faster than we can ship them. We have very large orchards, and we can supply any demand that you have. Yes, the question is, he's still not convinced that he should buy our pear when it costs more than the others. This pear can make you far more money than any other pear. It can have a higher profit margin because people are willing to pay much more for this pear. It is preferred, as you saw earlier, it's preferred by almost 70% of customers at shopping markets, and it can demand a higher price because of the higher demand. Alright, the question is there a possibility that we'll ever not be able to meet a shipment in time? No, our facilities are highly up to date, well staffed, and all of our employees are ready to meet your needs every day of the week. And the question is there any concerns with the pear spoiling? Our pear spoils. There's nothing different about our pear compared to other pears in terms of the way it would spoil. It spoils in the same amount of time as any other pear. Alright, thank you very much for your time. I hope that you have a good day.